Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling.
So it is Wedding Wednesday.
We're back for a Wedding Wednesday.
We're back for Wedding Wednesday.
There's not that many left before.
No, we have to
wedding.
do the countdown. Actually, there's
I don't want
less
to
than
yet.
10.
I'm like not.
I don't even want to tell her.
I know.
It's got to be less than 10 now.
It's time to get serious. And
But this was
finish.
This was the beginning of, I feel like some of the fun stuff now that comes into like the wedding.
The beginning of the end is what it is.
Oh, I love it though. We had a great time. So we went to Palm Beach for Ashley's bachelorette weekend.
Yep.
And it was, just like a really, like I said to you, Ashley had, it was kind of like you said, all of your worlds coming together.
It was so interesting, actually. I wasn't sure I was going to go, but just all of those different people have been together for that kind of thing before.
Right.
So it was interesting, but I was also forgetting because most of the people that went, it wasn't a huge group. I've known for a very long time.
Right.
So I couldn't remember who had met before, who hadn't met before. And everyone kind of had met at different times for different things. So it was just such a fun but also funny experience for me to
amazing.
Have everyone together and see people interact
in
that way. And I don't know, I was like, wait, how do you two know each other? But besides me, where did you meet?
And everybody has very different personalities. And listen, as we get older, I got married in my 20s, and I felt like a lot of my wedding party was women I went to college with and high school friends.
Yeah.
But you have this mix of worlds where you have work and you have a college, and it was really cool seeing everybody come together and get along. Very different personalities with everybody.
Yes.
But it was just a really fun time.
It was really, but I had a blast, which hopefully I would, because it's all, I was saying, it's all my favorite people.
Of course, she had a blast.
And then Palm Beach, and we had some photos of us together in our groups.
Yes,
we did some
there we
fun
go.
stuff. So that was at the Breakers. So anybody who may have potentially been to Palm Beach before knows the Breakers. It's an iconic hotel there where we went to I guess it was their nightclub, really, that was there, which was really cool. And then that was one of our dinners out at, what was that, Elizabetta?
Yep.
Which another one, we had some of the best, my maids of honor did an amazing job coming up with an itinerary.
And a colorway. If you're going to notice, we're wearing all green here.
That was the green night. The other one was the pink night. And then this was us, with the Colony golf cart here. The Colony is another, they call it the Pink Palace.
It's the Pink Palace. We had a beautiful lunch.
Another,
and then we got a little ride. What was the guy's name? John or Joe?
Joe, I think.
Joe.
I can't remember.
Took the whole group around.
But he was like, girls,
fun.
Get on in. I'm going to take you around and show you around. We were just going to take a picture in front of it.
It was great. I had a wonderful time.
Had
it was
you been
really
to Palm Beach before?
I have.
You have.
Yeah, my college roommate, her parents have a house there.
Oh.
So that's when I went for the first time in college.
That's so fun. And I had never been, so I was excited to just kind of, enjoy and see. So we had a good mix of people who knew the area a little bit, and then other people like me who were just along for the ride.
No, and I have to say, your maids of honor, if you, that's a big role to take on.
Yeah.
And they did. They took the time to get the best itinerary for you.
I mean, I wasn't even expecting the amount of things planned that we had. You know what I mean? It was really...
There was even a cutout of Josh.
Yeah.
You didn't expect that.
I did not expect that, and I did not put a picture of that in here. But it was so cute. It was so cute. And one of my other friends made us dinner one of the nights.
Yeah, that was so nice. Amy.
Which was great. So, everybody just... It was so nice.
It was all hands on deck. It was wonderful.
So I had a great weekend. So for Wedding Wednesday, if you ever need a bachelorette trip plan, call my friends.
Yeah, they did a great job.
No, you included everyone.
Well, I was along for the ride as well. They did a great job. Unbelievable. I loved it.
It was very fun.
See? I love it. We're doing the countdown now.
And that's it. Now it's over and it's on to the next thing.
Now it's on to the next big thing. So I'm glad you had a good time.
Booking hair and makeup as we speak.
We are. Actually, she did. She was texting all of us earlier. So that was a great, great time. And we're excited for today. We have an entrepreneur on that I'm so excited to talk with. And we're just going to bring her on and share her story as to why her business came to be. It's going to be a great one. So I'm excited for this. Are you excited for the show today?
I can't wait. Yeah. I'm actually energized.
Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. We are so excited about this one. This is just such one of those ideas that once you hear about it, you just are like, oh my goodness, any woman out there that has either been pregnant or maybe going through some changes in life, some hormonal changes, or just know what it's like to have those night sweats. This is going to make so much sense for you. We have Katya Eckert on with us this morning to talk about her incredible sleepwear company. And I'm saying it correctly. Is it Domani?
Domani. You're saying it perfectly.
Let's go. Audrey, I like the hand movement
Did I do
too.
it?
I feel like that.
It's
really,
like I'm not Italian,
right.
I'm Russian, but like I feel like it has to have
it,
this.
yeah.
I'm Portuguese. We're talking Italian. But, I thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is an unbelievable idea for a business. And, even before, we sat down this morning, we were walking in, I was letting you know that when I had my children, the night sweats for postpartum for me were unbelievable. I remember changing my sheets a couple times, like multiple times, because I just couldn't get myself regulated, and your body is changing in so many ways. Yeah. And then you had a similar idea, am I correct?
That's really the genesis of the company, was when I had my daughter, now almost 6 years ago.
Oh,
Time flies.
Does fly by.
I was nursing her in the middle of the night, and I would wake up like just completely soaked, having to change my pajamas, and then I would have to wake up again to nurse her, and it's like nobody wants to add an additional wake up and costume change.
You already have so much on your plate at that point.
Completely. And so, it's like, if you've had this experience where you're nursing and you're like ordering like the Amazon fire hose of things that you don't even know what you're ordering coming into the house, and ordering every single pair of pajamas on the market seemingly, because I was like, something has to work better than like my t-shirt and shorts, or like the t-shirt and my husband's boxer shorts. We're just not cutting it anymore.
That's the uniform.
That is the uniform.
And it was like, my husband basically came into the nursery one night, and he's like, have you seen our credit card bill? I think you should start your own business.
I think it's time for you to be the one that actually does this.
And it was really just in jest, but like as my daughter got a little bit older, like when she like went to a stable place around one,
yes.
and it was also like mid-COVID, right? So
oh my gosh, that's right.
I just started, I was like, why not? Yeah. There is nothing on the market like this. I'm not seeing it. There's nothing talking to me as a consumer about these particular changes.
Right.
And my mother had gone through breast cancer earlier, and then she wound up getting re-diagnosed when I launched the company. And it was one of those things that it's like, women that are going through cancer really suffer through so much temperature dysregulation. They suffer through so much skin sensitivities. And there was just a lot of room, I felt, in the market to bring in fabric, pajamas that were elegant and beautiful, so you could feel like yourself, that, not like a food truck when you're nursing. But also that they were good for the skin, and they helped you get rest, and they helped regulate your body temperature. And it's just like, it's like the layer you didn't know you needed. So your sheets don't get wet, your pajamas stay dry.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And it's something that you wouldn't know to worry about ahead of time. So then once you're probably in that, place that you don't know where to turn or what to do about it, because like nobody really talks about it that much. So how did you go about, I mean, it's like great idea on paper, fabulous, let's do that. How do you go about actually now finding fabrics that work, creating a design you like there must be so much that was involved with that. Take us through that a bit.
So much.
I can imagine.
It's such a steep learning curve.
Yeah.
So
oh my God,
I came from finance. I was
I love these stories because people always come up with these ideas and it has nothing to do with what they were doing.
That's right. I was doing equity derivatives, sales and strategy, business development. So my entire day was spent cold calling hedge funds and pitching trades.
Oh my gosh.
Little different than fabric and sleepwear.
I had no experience in garments. So it has been a very steep learning curve, like I said. But I just started it was one thing led to the next. It was one of those things that were in my head, I said to myself, this has to exist.
Yeah.
And so I started putting together the business plan of what's out there. And then started calling all of my friends and just seeing telling them, I'm doing this business. I'm going to start this business. Wow. It just existed in my head at this point. I love that. And I said, please connect me to anybody that you can.
It's a great idea.
And I think that is one of those things. It's there's a saying the books fall off the shelves when you're ready, and the people come out with their resources when you're ready.
Yeah.
Wow.
And as I started to pull in people to help me, for example, my dad had worked in Adidas and garment engineering, for example, and never would I have ever thought that I would turn to my dad for
Some guidance,
resources. And he's like, here, let me put you in touch with this person. She's an expert on fabric development. Let me put you in touch with this person.
And then they know all the people that they
and
know.
all of these things open up. And so once I kind of did the due diligence there, I quickly realized that I didn't want to do synthetic fibers because we are going, the whole entire point is for us when our hormones are changing and we're going through these life phases. And so we don't want anything to disrupt that whole cycle. And especially when, for women that have had a cancer diagnosis, you don't want to add anything on. And so it opened my world up to natural fibers and all of the benefits that we can receive from these things. And quickly decided that it was going to be natural fiber. And then I, in the depths of COVID, could not go to a fabric fair. I couldn't go feel any fabric.
Oh my God. Like, what did you even do?
What do you do?
So I had to sign up to virtual fabric fairs. I had swatches of fabric coming to me from all over the world, 650 different swatches.
Oh my God.
way.
Like, how do you even keep track of that?
I had a very large FedEx bill.
I was gonna say
like $10,000 in FedEx.
Oh my God.
But you were on a mission. You had this mindset where you knew what you wanted to do.
That's right. That's right. And then as I was selecting the fabric, I was also looking for a designer. So I went through Upwork, and there's all these great freelance services out there, right?
Fantastic.
And so it's like, if I can't get introduced to somebody, I'm going to go find them myself. And then I spoke to a lot of different people, and then when I found the people that really grasped my vision and what I wanted it to look like and how I wanted it to feel, then we started designing it, and a lot of different pieces came in together all at the same time.
It was meant to be. Yeah. I don't know any other way to describe it, right?
Completely.
Especially when it's something like that almost, I don't want to say random, but it's almost random. Like, you never probably would have thought, when you were thinking of career paths, this is where you would end up. It's just kind of is it reaffirming or reassuring or something to feel like these things were put in place for you for a reason?
It does feel a lot in alignment, you know? And I feel like through this journey of entrepreneurship, you don't know your good breaks from your bad breaks. And you just have to know what the mission is, where you want to go. And I've learned that there's a lot of trust that you have to put into the process, where if it's not unfolding the way that you want it to unfold, it's a quick creative pivot, and then you move on to the next thing and you try to make the best of it.
And so bring us through, so we have a pair in front of us.
I'm really excited.
You nailed it. I mean, these are
So what are they? What are they made out of? And, tell us about them.
So they are made out of a microtensile. Microtensile fabric is a cellulosic fiber, which means it comes from plants. So for these particular garments, they're eucalyptus, birch, pine, beechwood.
Yep.
And that wood pulp is turned into thread. And the thread is turned into the fabric.
Garment.
Yes.
They almost feel, it's weird because they almost feel silky, but also spandexy in a way, but so smooth, so comfortable.
Yeah. So
and you're you were saying, cool.
Yeah. So they're cool to the touch, and
they really are.
It's not like they were in a refrigerator or anything.
They weren't.
You will put them on, and they just actually feel cool on the skin.
This is life changing for so many women out there.
Completely.
I mean, truly.
When I wore my first samples, I literally woke up and said to my husband, crying tears of joy, I'm like, they work.
They work.
They work.
That's actually incredible. That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, that you could just solve that problem.
I mean, do you know what I mean? It was a problem, and you solved it.
I solved it for myself, and I literally haven't worn anything other than my Domani.
Is that true?
Totally.
Wow.
And I tried to, I'm telling you, I own every single pajama brand on the
She's like, I've tried it, I've worn it. And, what does it feel like now to kind of be in this position? I mean, Oprah Daly loves you. I mean, there are obviously women across really the world that have embraced this. What does it feel like now just to kind of be on this side of it? Did you ever think you could get here in 2019?
Yes.
I love that answer. That's the best answer.
I love
yes,
it.
and it's so reaffirming and gratifying that it's helping.
Yes.
Right? Like, it's not just another fashion brand.
Yeah.
It's there to be an ally to women during these times that we go through that are challenging and unforeseen, and we are trying to navigate these parts of our lives, and we want to feel like ourselves.
Yeah.
That to me is the most important thing. You want to feel like yourself, you know, and if I can provide just a tiny bit of that comfort, just for example, my mom, I lost her 2 years ago.
Sorry.
I launched the business November 1st of 22, and February 3rd of 23, she got diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, re-diagnosed. I was her medical proxy. January 18th of 22, I had an IVF transfer. So I was 2 weeks pregnant when my mom got diagnosed. I was her medical proxy for 6 months and took her to all the doctor's appointments, arranged her care. And 5 months into the process, she started hospice. And I was 30 weeks pregnant with a brand new baby like with a baby and carrying a baby.
Right.
And my mom dying, and then she died. My baby was born 8 weeks later.
8 weeks later.
So it's been
a journey.
It's been a journey. But my mom wore Domani literally from the date that she got diagnosed, and in hospice.
Wow.
Where the nurses were coming in, they were changing her. And they were like, wow, she doesn't have any bed sores. It must be this fabric. What is this fabric? And,
that's
incredible. It really, really was. Because the first time she went through it, she was wearing these like old sweats and she was just trying to feel comfortable and whatever. And it's just like, it was sad to look at her. Like, she didn't feel like herself. She didn't look like herself. She didn't have this like feminine, elegant quality
like she
to
wanted
her,
to.
like she
was missing
that I
it.
knew about her. And so to give her that tiny little thing, and I will say it's been one of the most gratifying things to me about this business, where it is like the go-to gift for girlfriends.
Love that.
Where they have a friend with a cancer diagnosis, they're like, they just immediately associate these pajamas, and it's so wonderful because then I always get the feedback from the person wearing them and from the person that gifted, like, thank you so much for creating this. This helped my friend. This helped me.
This is a greater mission.
It feels like it's coming together because it's always meant to be a mission-driven company.
Oh,
and I know
beautiful.
that, you know, it's important to you to talk about it because there is kind of that stigma, but it really is empowering for women to be able to, one, have something like this, but to be able to just kind of talk about that more. It's almost like trendy right now to talk about, you know, like
it's everywhere. I mean,
your hormones and all that stuff. It's like literally my TikTok feed, you know? So it's coming at a great time because obviously people very much care about this.
Yeah.
We always joke with my all of my marketing different consultants. They're like, how do we know that we're in perimenopause? Because every single item on my every feed is about perimenopause.
And every time I'm
Everybody's
like, save, write down.
Weighted vest. I haven't joined
You
that.
have a weighted vest. I know.
I'm almost 50. Believe me, I have mine.
Pouring the creatine into our coffee in the morning.
Yes, but it's great because like you feel like you have now maybe some tools and you can have a little bit of fun with it like we are right now, which is kind of a nice change, you know?
Totally. And when I started this business, it's only been just shy of 3 years. No one was talking about perimenopause.
You're
it
right.
was very nascent.
It's very hush-hush. You really did. It was almost like girlfriend to girlfriend. Like, are you going through this? Oh, my goodness, I am too. But it has expanded so much more.
Yeah.
But I love, too, at the essence of it, too. It's like, you know, you are making somebody feel good and beautiful at a time in their life, whether what hormonal changes, what you're going through, when traditionally you don't feel that. Because I'll tell you right now, when I was going through the night sweats when I had my baby, I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel sexy. I didn't feel any of it. And you lose your identity in many ways because you just are throwing anything on. So to give women a sense of that during these really difficult times, it is very important, and it is life-changing, and it is a mission that really does matter to somebody. So I love this.
Thank you.
And you're just lovely.
So much.
I just want
I know. Oh, I know.
So
That's
lovely.
We're like,
can we hang out all day?
Yes. And where can people get online?
Domani Sleep. We're direct to consumer right now, and we're Domani Sleep on every single social media platform: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all the things.
You're
Love
amazing.
It. Follow.
You guys are amazing.
So inspiring.
Thank you so much.
Oh, love it. Yeah. Well, make sure you definitely, we'll have all the information too. Make sure you follow, make sure you share. What a great idea. And make sure you stick around too, because we will be right back.
Welcome back to Spotlight New England. Well, we were just talking about how we had just traveled to Palm Beach. And TF Green was, of course, like amazing.
Yes.
And so exciting to get a direct flight out of there. But they have so many good things going for them right now. They're actually just recently named the best airport in the U.S. by Travel and Leisure, which
it is a great
we were all kind of
airport.
laughing at because we're so small. But when you do travel, you do see what an amazing airport it is for the ease of everything that we have there.
Yep.
The gorgeous renovations that they've been going through. I cannot not talk about the bathroom. I have to talk about the TF Green bathroom every time I talk to somebody about the airport. But they're launching new flights all the time, and more and more direct ones. So we actually spoke to somebody earlier today on the road show from New Smyrna, which is also in Florida, very close to Daytona, and there's now a direct flight there as well. So here's what she had to say about the location.
Attraction without the distractions.
Oh, that's
so you can go in just a short time and be at Universal, Disney, Kennedy Space Center, St. Augustine, wherever you want to go to explore some of the other attractions in the area.
Right.
We have our own attractions. They're more natural, though we do have a Marine Discovery Center. You can take a pontoon ride through the Intercoastal.
Always wanted to do that.
It's just gorgeous stuff. It's like just kind of reconnecting and relaxing. We call it coastal chic. You know, so you can really explore. You can just have a great time.
I knew you would love coastal chic.
Of course.
I knew you would.
I live coastal
second it was out of her mouth, I was like, oh, this is Ashley's.
Coastal chic
her
is
two buzzwords.
my personality. But it was just, it's great to hear about all of these places now that we can more easily get to, because there's so many more direct flights out of Green. So that one specifically is a Breeze flight, and Breeze has tons now of direct. Like, you know, I go visit my mom.
I was just going to say your mother.
And I can go direct to Savannah. Before that, there was no direct down there.
Right.
And it was, you know, it's not impossible, but isn't it so much easier?
It's so much easier. And there's
like
one
when we were coming back
LA.
yesterday, I was like, oh, thank goodness.
It's just
we
right
just have
there.
to like pop right onto this flight.
Right. No, absolutely.
Watch a movie or whatever, and then we're back home.
No, I think there is one to LA as well. Like my son William.
I think they did
when
recently launch
he had
one.
like a
I haven't taken it yet.
Competition out there. He flew cross country, and it was Breeze. So very easy.
It is, but TF Green really is, you know, obviously, again, this is like a theme that I say all the time. We do take for granted some of the things that we have here at our disposal.
We do.
So easy. We can either get dropped off or take an Uber.
Right.
We don't even have to worry about parking.
No,
never mind the traffic and everything else. But all of these direct flights are amazing. And when we were there, of course, you know, I have to go have a pre-flight cocktail.
She did.
As I always do. But they have Narragansett Brewery that just opened there, which was lovely. They're still doing tons of renovations.
What was the other one?
Just Monday.
What was it?
They opened up. It's called Federal Hill something.
Right, Federal Hill.
But it's the same restaurant group. So it just opened Monday. So we were like peeking in because they didn't open yet.
They hadn't opened yet.
When I was, it's gorgeous.
It was beautiful.
It's Italian food, obviously, but it's
But how great is that? Like you can, if it, you know, not from around here, you have like the fair of Federal Hill right here at the airport.
Right, they're still doing renovations at the airport. So every time I go, I find something new that they've just completely redone. So tons of stuff,
options. Just beautiful. We loved it.
Congrats to RITF Green
Hats
International.
I love it
for the award. Thanks for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.